This is the pool at the White Lake Yacht Club. And I've been thinking a lot about this pool lately because back when I was 15 years old and 16 years old, I was taking lifeguarding with Red Harris and Josh Olson in this pool. And I did it because it was the next class in the series of classes. It was basically the last class that you could take here. And I showed up when I was 15 to take my summer swimming lessons, and they didn't have anything else. And I said, well, what do you mean? And they're like, well, the only thing left is lifeguarding, but you got to be 16 to be certified. It's like, well, do you got to be 16 to take it? Or can I take it when I'm 15 and just not get certified? And they said, well, yeah, okay, yeah, you can take it. And so I took it. And I took it 2 years in a row with my good friend Justin Dombrowski. I called him on the phone when they gave me permission, and he lives. He lived in one of these houses somewhere over down here. Anyway, but this pool really changed my life, and those two men, Red Harris, Mr. Harris, as many people know him. Everybody at the yacht club knows him as Red, and Josh Olson, who he was the Red Cross certified lifeguard instructor. They really kicked our butts in this pool to get us in mental and physical shape for that class. It was demanding, to say the least. It's kind of crazy thinking back that I wanted to take that a second year. I guess I just wanted to be certified, but uh, I never became a lifeguard. I took it because it was the next class, and I wanted the exercise. It kept me, mentally good during the summer to have the swim lessons to do. But 10 years to the day after I took those lessons, so those lessons were 1995 and 1996, so somewhere in the mid-20s, 2005, I want to say. Twice in a week, I pulled somebody out of the White Lake Channel, just instinctively, exactly the way I was taught 10 years earlier by Josh Olson. And both rescues were a different style. One, the guy was making barely any noise, and if you didn't know what you were looking for, you might not know that he was in trouble. And the second guy was, screaming and yelling and panicking, and I just handled it. And it was really weird because, both guys were like, hey, man, you saved my life. And it was like, wasn't even thinking about it that way. I just did what I was taught in this pool by Josh Olson. And, I went and looked up Josh recently, and he's now a brigadier general in the United States Air Force. Last I checked, he was commanding the largest U.S. Air Force base outside of the United States. And I think, like, my God, like, that's the guy that taught me lifeguarding. And it was really formative in my life. I'm forever grateful for that. And this pool is where all that happened. And we'd have to jump in, swim down to the end and back, get out, jump in, swim down to the end and back, get out. The whole time, Josh, who had just gotten out of OTC and was getting his chemical engineering degree up at Michigan Tech, because he's no idiot. He was also our football quarterback, our math tutor. He was in really, really great shape, and he did not pull punches when he was playing the active victim in the pool, I'll tell you that. Miracles happen in this place, and I here I am, 46 years old, so that was 30 years ago. And I'm realizing more today than I realized at the time, even when I pulled those guys out of the lake. Like the lessons that I was really learning in this pool weren't really about lifeguarding, but about being what you need to be in the situation that's in front of you. And I'm forever grateful for that.